Hi, I'm Chris with the Flood Insurance Guru, and more than a decade ago, I bought a house in a flood zone just like this right here. I was given the wrong information by my insurance agent. My premiums were skyrocketing. I was even in the wrong flood zone. I had no idea what was covered, what was not covered with this unique flood insurance policy. And that's why I've been helping homeowners like yourself understand for the last decade what's covered, what's not covered when it comes to building coverage. So let's talk about this. When it comes to building coverage, what is defined as building coverage? You know, this can be extremely confusing. So we're talking about building coverage. We're talking about things that are physically attached to the building and systems. What does that mean? Well, one of the first things it means is like the structure of this building you can see right here behind me, the actual building. And then when we're talking about systems, we're talking about things like air conditioners. We're talking about furnaces, staircase, all these things, maybe even built-in appliances. These are all things, especially on the first floor. So those are things that are typically going to be covered when it comes to your building coverage. So what's not going to be covered when it comes to building coverage? Well, you probably can't see here behind me, but if this thing had a pool, if it had deck, outside patio, all these things typically are not going to be covered by flood insurance. One reason is they're not within at least those two walls and a roof. So think about that. Things that you're going to have outside are not going to be covered. When it comes to basements, one thing that's not going to be covered typically is going to be carpet, drywall. You know, we talk to people every day that have spent thousands of dollars finishing out a basement, a flood happens, and they lose thousands of dollars because no one told them what was covered, what was not covered. Remember this when it comes to basements, typically. It's going to cover your foundation walls and things that make the building safe. Circuit breaker could potentially be a water pump if it's built in. These systems and things that make the building safe. That's what's going to be covered for building coverage, especially when it comes to the National Flood Insurance Program. So when it comes to understanding your basement, just think about that. Hey, if I finish out this basement and a flood happens, I'm on my own more than likely. You should need to remember that. Something that would still be covered though, that we didn't talk about a second ago, would be debris removal. And what we mean by that is just say that this house floods with this basement and debris comes rushing in. Well, a portion of your flood insurance policy is going to have that debris removed from the structure. So that is going to be covered there. So this is exactly what's covered under your building coverage. Now, just because you have a $250,000 policy does not mean you're going to get $250,000 for the building. You know, the National Flood Insurance Program and private companies, when they come in, they look at your loss assessment, they're going to look and determine, you know, how much damage is done here. You know, more than likely, the majority of the time, it's not a total loss. Now, there are some situations, in fact, just this week, we spoke to a customer that's had 3 total losses in the last 5 years. Crazy, isn't it? And they rebuilt each time. But they're going to be looking at, hey, what's the actual amount of damage caused here? Typically, at least 1 inch of water could cause up to $25,000 in damage. You want to think about that when you decide to only take out the amount of coverage that your bank's requiring, not the amount of coverage that you actually need. Because remember, your bank's only worried about covering the loan. They're not worried about making you whole again if a flood happens. And that's where flood insurance comes into play. You want to make sure you have the replacement cost in your building, the actual cost to replace your building if something was to happen. Remember, the National Flood Insurance Program, as of today, late 2025, they only offer up to $250,000 in coverage. So you may have to go to the private market to get more. But you do want to make sure you've got the replacement costs. So this is exactly what's covered on building coverage. Let's jump over to our next video and let's talk about contents coverage.